What's up, Libras? This is Michelle coming at you doing your monthly forecast for December 2018. Before I start, I just wanted to thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. And I just feel really overwhelmed by the response and just really incredibly grateful that I'm honoring spirit and that I am getting these messages out there and that it's helping and serving. So please let me know if there's anything that you want from me, any type of way that I can infuse, you know, some other expertise that I have and integrate it into the reading or into any information that you'd like. This again is just really coming from the, you know, my path of truth and what I feel in my soul is calling me to step into. So it's here to serve you. I have, you know, I owned a treatment center, an integrative treatment center for mental health and addictions that infuse yoga therapy and mindfulness-based principles. I have a certification as an Ayurvedic specialist. I also do Reiki, and I'm a Reiki master practitioner, and my teacher trained me in Nepal, so I feel really grateful about that. But on the more medical model, behavioral health care model, I have, you know, that traditional psychotherapy background. I have the integrative mind-body medicine. I work with eating disorders, body image, obsessive compulsive disorder, addictions of all kinds, sexual trauma. Trauma to me is pretty much the foundation of how these conditions get started, that trauma and then lack of spiritual connection. So if there's anything that you are seeking or wanting that I can't provide you in this general reading, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to know what it is that would help you better. And if you're looking for something more individualized, I love working with clients more intensely, and in fact do my best work doing more intensive work with people individually and in groups. So please contact me, send me an email, a shout out. I'm on Instagram, Michelle2333 or Michelle Mendez 2333. This is all really new, so bear with me. We're gonna jump in to your reading, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different with you all today. I'm doing kind of a manifestation, just kind of a look at where you're at for the year for Libra in December 2018, in terms of what you've been calling, what you've been manifesting, even unintentionally. I know for me, I'm gonna pull up my chart really quick. A lot of what transpired this year had nothing to do with what I thought was going to come out of, you know, the struggles that I felt. And at the same time, wow, where I am now looking back, I really did manifest all of this. These are things I created by just my soul craving for a different type of life, a different type of relationship, a different type of dynamic. Okay, so I've already started your reading. I'm just chatting while I'm pulling cards. Let's see, Libra, you guys have either been manifesting a conclusion, a closure. You got the World card for what, where you are in this goal. So you are either ending, the manifestation is that you are ending a cycle in your life. You could be manifesting travel as well, or, you know, the be all end all of the life that you want to live. How you are in relationship to this is Ace of Wands, so, which is a great card. So you're feeling very passionate about this new start and about this new, you know, way of living, this new life, whether it's a person, could be definitely a person, a closure of one door and an opening of another, or a business or project or job. What you need to let go of, I have the Seven of Wands. So you need to let go of the struggle for this. Know that this is flowing to you, that this is something that, you know, isn't, as you can tell over the last year. I thought I saw a flipper. Yeah. Okay. Isn't what you thought would happen. So it's here, but as we reflect back over the year, isn't it though? Like, isn't it what we called in, you know, unconsciously even, or subconsciously? Every time that we didn't like what was happening in our lives, we were applying that energy into this vortex that we hadn't been able to tap into yet. But for every dislike, there is a contrast, there is a like. It isn't the most fun way to manifest law of attraction, but it is a manifestation and a form of manifestation that at least I have found helpful when, you know, looking back at my life and looking at decisions I've made. We can tend to go into this whole like, oh, why did I make this, or this regret or guilt or shame, or blame, definitely blame too. But this is not about that. This is about you just understanding that all transpired for you. The way that it happened was meant to happen for you to undo certain blocks, certain beliefs, certain patterns. And I think, you know, for Libras, Libra sun, moon, and rising, and Venus, I think that what was, you know, what is the lesson here is about balancing how much you give to others, how much you care, whether or not the energy around you is supported and balanced. You know, are you looking back at your life and recognizing, wow, I gave so much of my own truth, of myself, in order to adapt for others? And I'm a Libra, Scorpio rising cusp. And I can really feel that strongly. I had my treatment center, in fact, was called Balance Point Collaborative. So I really understand what it is to give too much of oneself, and there is this sense of righteousness in a way. There's this sense of like, I'm working for the betterment of this balance, of this harmony. But what happens is we forgot about ourselves here. So letting go of that working for the balance, work, allowing things to unfold naturally. What you want to bring in, you got the Chariot card. So that is that is definitely about forward movement. It's about letting go and moving forward into this victorious time of your life. It's the number 7, which is a very spiritual number. It's the number I've been seeing a lot lately as well. And it's a balance. The Chariot, you know, Cancerian energy as well, which honestly I don't fully feel, but that's more of a traditional read. But it's not what my traditional read is when I'm reading it. But you could be dealing with a Cancer. Let's see. Okay, so what steps you need to take? 5 of Pentacles. So this is again about you letting go and walking away. You know, yeah, you feel left out in the cold, but it's a part of, it's a part of the evolution of this process. You know, you have to close the door. That World card, you have to let go and allow yourself to feel those feelings of sadness, of angst, of disappointment, of rejection, abandonment, whatever it is that you're feeling. Allow yourself to feel it, because this is the moment where you get to recognize how much sacrificing for others harms you. At the end of the day, we gave our power away. So now it's about allowing ourselves the opportunity to take that power back. Find that balance and that equilibrium that resonates for you within your own truth before finding the balance for everyone else on the external world. And feel the feeling of being like not as important as what you put others, you know, where you put others. Feel that feeling, because who's gonna want to go back there? I know for me, I'm not going back there. But I had to really sit in it. I had to allow myself the opportunity to feel, oh, this is what it feels like, versus trying to run from that feeling or fix it. What lessons will you need to master? What you got was the 9 of Swords. So learning to master the self-destructive thoughts, learning to master the nature of the mind. The mind is not truth. The thoughts are not real. They are not truth. I always tell clients of mine, you know, it's really, if you look in the word believe, in the middle of that word is lie. And really, when you break it down, what is fact? What is true? There are beliefs or lies that we tell ourselves, and some resonate at a higher vibration than others. So instead of resonating at this lower vibration and creating this Nine of Swords, take a step back and recognize I have the capacity and the power to not even change those beliefs, but watch those unhelpful, destructive beliefs just float by and train my mind to stay on a focus as these thoughts kind of go by, like clouds are floating by, or like bubbles, you know, are floating by. This is where mindfulness can really be a very effective way of navigating, you know, the tendency to be too much involved in the thinking mind and in our head. This is what you're gonna master. You're gonna let go of that. You're gonna start learning that the mind is just one piece of the component to your mind, body, spirit connection, and that you have other tools you can utilize that will serve you better and not keep you in this very tormented place. It's just a very tormented place to be. And then it says what you might experience over the next 6 to 12 months. You got two cards. You got the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So this is about, wow, you could be experiencing a definite love. You could be experiencing abundance financially and abundance in passion. There's this integration of love, passion, emotion, and earthy rootedness. There are no swords here, which I kind of am digging. There's more root and passion, root and action, root action. So this is what you're going to be getting over the next 6 to 12 months. So next summer to the December time period. Hopefully you'll be starting to sense like undoing all of this baggage, all of this unhelpful thinking and cognitive distortions is allowing me to take action. It's allowing me to find passion after I'm letting go of the need to please and the need to balance the scales externally and internally. I'm just allowing myself to focus on me. I'm finding that I'm able to sustain and support both my masculine and my feminine energies in a much more symbiotic way, and in a way that resonates, creates a lot of joy and a lot of happiness. So keep going with you know, with this work. Allow yourself to feel left out in the cold. Just give yourself a 24 to 48 hour window. I told a client yesterday, I'm like, whatever your little girl wants to do, let her do. She said, well, I kind of want to sit on the couch, bake cookies, sit on the couch and watch Game of Thrones all day. And I'm like, well, if that's what she wants, then let her have it. Like, what's the harm in that? Just feel into it. What is feeling balanced for you internally, naturally? Like, what do you need to do? And sometimes we need to go to an extreme in order to recalibrate. That is something that definitely is yeah. So Spirit wants you to know that it's okay if you have to go to another extreme in order to recalibrate. It's a part of the process. You are perfect, you are divine, you are loved, and you are moving through. You are strong, you are a warrior, and you are incredibly intelligent and incredibly loving. It's time to start loving yourself. All right, Libra, thank you so much for tuning into this reading. Please leave any feedback that would be helpful for me, and know that I'm here to support you and to serve you in any way that I can during this lifetime. All right, thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful December. Bye.